First of all, Marjorie and I have never used the term step, ever. These are the children. That's it. Once you introduce the word step, you got people feeling different. That's the first thing we did, no stepchildren. That's it, I'm not your stepdad. And look, it's like this, Marjorie and I made it perfectly clear. We love each other. This is the family structure with love in it. We invite everybody in. It was a struggle, especially with the older children. It was a struggle. Because, you know, people, they set in their ways, and then you got the other parties creating division when you're not around. So we went through all of that, but it was not easy. But, you know, my kids, they went bowling when they met for the first time. Marjorie's kids and my kids, they went bowling, and they came back, and all the girls told us they didn't think we should get married, and we should wait a while. I just walked out the room. I'm not even talking, y'all stupid. Marjorie sat there and talked with them for hours, but I'm through, I ain't got them time. I didn't ask y'all. And so we just made it perfectly clear. This is the union, this is the love, and we invite you in. When y'all catch up to that, come on and let us know. But you're not affecting anything. And so Marjorie and I, we form a two-handed circle, we make our decisions, and we told the kids what the decision was, and that was it. Our children don't vote. You don't vote. This is not a democracy, this is a dictatorship. No, you don't vote, the you voting, you don't know. How my kids gonna tell me how to live my life? So once they understood that, eventually, it took years for them to get all right. They went through their little positioning and everything, but we just kept saying this is the way it is, and now, you know, they can all get together, they bring the kids over, they all love each other, the kids are cousins, everybody got it together now. It took a little bit of work, but the first things first, it's one family, it's one child. You're the son, you're the daughter, cool, and that was it. The older kids, my twins, they're grown, you know, they didn't have to call Marjorie mom, you know, and that was it. But my sons always called Marjorie mom, because she was there for them, you know, getting them through school and stuff. And that was it, that was it. Marjorie's kids, period, all of them called me dad. All of them changed their name. I was really, really a good father to them, you know, so they went out there, changed their name. They voluntarily went as teenagers, you know, and so, you know, if you love kids enough and show them the right way, they'll get on board. You just got to stay with it. Don't waver in your decisions. Be firm. Be the parent. Stop trying to be your kids' friends. Be the parent. They need parenting. They want friends. Go to school, make some new friends. I'm your daddy. The best baseball players is 3-something. 3 out of 10. You're going to fail 7 times. Understand that. But they don't write about the failures. They just write about them hits. Failure is a part of the process. It's not me wishing nothing on you. Failure is a part of the process. So as you fail, you will be discouraged, but understand that's a part of the process. Nothing happens just the way you want it to happen. Nobody happens in the timing that you want it to happen. It's steps you got to take. Ain't no elevator to the top. You got to take the stairs. So just understand that in your ambitious way to go and start a business, just remember that failure is a part of the process. And I know people say, well, Steve, that's not telling them nothing. No, it's telling you a great deal. Because most people don't succeed because of one simple failure, and they turn back. Expect the failure, know that it's coming, and you got to find a way to work through it. You got to work through a series of failures in order to become successful. That's the best thing I can give you, so you don't get discouraged and give up. I know way too many people that get discouraged, they give up. Well, I failed, I guess it wasn't meant to be. No, it's meant to be, but you got to push through the failures. Everybody failed. I wish, man. Look, Michael Jordan shot over 950 game-winning shots. Michael Jordan only made 147 game-winning shots. He failed a lot of times. A baseball player goes up to the plate and is only successful, you can get paid millions of dollars if you hit the ball 3 times out of 10. You bat 300, you can make millions of dollars. But that cat gonna go to that plate and he gonna fail 7 times. He only gonna hit 3 hits. Ain't nobody batting 400. Nobody in Major League Baseball bats 400. Ain't nobody hitting 4 out of 10. The best baseball players is 3-something. 3 out of 10. You gonna fail 7 times. Understand that. But they don't write about the failures. They just write about them hits. And all you need is 1. So keep failing till you get a hit. Suppose a baseball player went up there and struck out 7 times and quit. All he got to do is hit the ball 3 times, the next 3, he rich. That's the process. If you can understand that, you can open a business. If you don't understand that, don't follow your dreams, man. You got to follow your dreams. You could chase a degree, but if the degree ain't got nothing to do with your dreams, when you get the degree, you're going to still want to chase your dreams. That's really the fact. I've told all my kids, all 7 of them went to college. But at the end of the day, you can get a degree and your dream may require a degree. But at the end of the day, you got to chase them dreams, man. That's what makes life rich, chasing dreams. I don't care what it is. If you want to be a teacher, chase that dream. If you want to be have a daycare center, chase that dream. If you want to climb the corporate ladder, go chase that dream. But you got to get in the dream chasing business. If you waking up and you ain't chasing dreams, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, you got a sad life. You got to be in the dream chasing business, because it's the only thing that wakes you up motivated. Dream chasing. Look, you got to be motivated. Motivation is when you put work clothes on your dreams. You got to put some work clothes on them dreams, man. You can't just have them. You got to dress that up, put the boots on, put them khakis on, roll your sleeve up and go chase them dreams, man. You cannot live this life without dreams. The Bible says, a man without a dream or a vision shall perish. It does not say a man without an education will perish. That ain't what it say. It say no dreams, no vision, you out. You can make it without education. You can't make it without no visions and dreams, man. I ain't got no education. You can make it without education. People do it all the time. You can live your life without your parents. I've had to do it. You can live your life without your brother. I've had to do it. You can live your life without your cousins. That's a cold piece, man. I've had to learn a lot of stuff in my life, but dream chasing, man, ain't nothing bigger than that. You know, you want to wake up, man, and be excited when you wake up. You want to wake up and go, oh, man, I ain't there yet, but I'm on the way. And a lot of times you're not going to be there. But if you on the way there, that changes things, man. When I was homeless, I lived in a car for 3 years. The thing that kept me going was I was trying to get somewhere. Now, if I was just homeless and living in this car without no dreams or visions, how? I would have sunk. But it was the thought of becoming something, the thought of what God might do for me. That's all I had sometimes. Maybe God will get me today. I just kept saying that. Maybe he'll cut the light switch on today. And a lot of young people, what you're doing is you giving up too early. You giving up because it done got hard. It's hard. Being successful is hard, man. It's not easy. It's really hard. But I got news for you. Not being successful, that's hard too. I done been both. At least if you're trying to be successful, you got an option. If you're not successful, there ain't no options. That's a hard way to live. You just got to pursue, man.